Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Move 15. Go 14. I got it. Alert 3, alert 3. Took right. Short.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the Texans' 25-yard line.
Fight, 315. 58, come on. I'm coming after you. Got it.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run with Carson, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 29. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Wilson now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
I'm coming. Look.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Watson, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch 32. Single receiver.
Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And he's got Lockett. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wilson. pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. DJ Reader able to record his 5th sack of the season. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
36 power.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. Oh, he slipped right by him. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Alert, 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 alert. Slam. 56 to Mike.
Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. It's caught. Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you now
want to.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Wilson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Mike, 56, right there. 52, check, Bubba, screen, 22, check, Bubba, check 3.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And he's got it. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Running from the gun, Johnson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Shift. 9.
From just shy of midfield, Watson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
65.
Throwing on third down, Watson steps away to his left. Going to try a deep ball for Norwood. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Houston. Now it's Lockett.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
58 to Mike.
Brings up second and 7.
They run again with Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On third down, Carson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be fourth down. Myers' kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find some.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now Wilson on first down. This complete to Lockett. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing is Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 22. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watson now to throw, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This is fielded at the 27. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Check 50, check 50.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. They'll get 6 on the dump-off, but it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
the gun. Watson. He'll buy some time right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Texans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Is the game certainly not taking us there?
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a toss play. It's Carson. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here we go. Double tight. Even. 4 down. Even. Go. Go ahead, baby. Go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Showing it.
Here's Carson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Hey, 0.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Wilson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And Myers able to knock it through, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw is Watson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.